Yes, the program is Conversation on Oluyole FM 98.5 right in the city of Ibadan. And yes, this Wednesday, April 22, 2026, the Wednesday edition of the program Conversation. And of course, you know what Conversation is all about. Yes, our regular callers and those new to the program. We giving you stories, making the rounds from the newspapers across the country, beyond the shores of the country. Yes, and we making our own views known, analysis and opinions known. The analysis, these analyses of at our own end, yes, not the corporate of the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State. And of course, you know, we are networking Okegun 96.3 FM and Agility 92.1 FM. We congratulate the management of the BCOS. Yes, the Agility FM 92.1 is back on air, fully back on air after a thunder strike destroyed some equipments there. Now it is back on air. Yes, we are not networking on both of them with 98.5 Oluyole FM. And of course, you can check us up on Facebook. You'll meet us there. And that is bcos.tv. And streaming live, Oluyole 98.5. And of course, you know what we always say. Give the headlines. We give our own opinions and views. And you will also have the opportunity of contributing to this small talk shop via the phone lines when the time comes. Conversation is a program, and yes, I'll just quickly read some headlines before we go to details and make our opinions and views known. You remember the coup, the alleged coup then within the military hierarchy that wanted to was said to want to topple the government of President Tinubu. Well, yes, the military then said it wasn't so, and the federal government said it wasn't so. But at the end of the day, everybody knew that it was really an attempt. Now, the alleged coup, ex-minister Timipre Silva, retired general, others charged with treason. Yes, of course, we have the Punch, the Tribune, and the Vanguard here. Now, Tinubu removes Edun Dangiwa as ministers. Wow. With all what Edun has been doing for the government, he was finally removed. Painting the government in good light. At the end of the day, it was finally removed. Well, COVID-19 returns to Nigeria. Cross River confirms case, activates emergency response. That is a pointer to all states too to be proactive in this situation now. COVID-19 again. Please, our government, our health institutions. Nigeria Air Force airstrikes hit Sambisa, kill terrorists. You remember the popular Sambisa forest then, where the Boko Haram terrorists made their abode, kidnapping people, getting them inside this forest, collecting ransom, some being killed, some maimed. Well, federal government to arraign alleged coup plotters on 13-count charge today. Yes, that is a follow-up to the ex-minister Silva and the retired general that were charged with treason and apprehension as Supreme Court airs PDP ADC appeals. And more defections at House of Reps. PDP loses 5 members, APC 2. To which party? We'll get to know later during the program.
All across Nigeria, one truth prevails. Football is not just played on the pitch. Arguments fly, tensions shift like defenders on the pitch. And when the ball finally enters the net, that is the 12-player full attack mode. 11 players play on the pitch, but we, the fans, play from anywhere. With Betano, fans don't just watch the match, we influence the game. Register now and join the 12th player. Betano, not for persons under the age of 18. Bet responsibly.
Conversation.
Yes, the program is still Conversation on Oluyole FM 98.5 right here in the city of Ibadan. And of course, well, talking about the alleged coup, the federal government had filed treason charges against ex-minister Silva and retired general and others. Yes, and Tola, you remember during that time when it was alleged that some people were trying to topple the government of President Bola Tinubu, and then it was an allegation actually, and the military high command said well, there was nothing of such. The federal government also corroborated. At the end of the day, it was learned that it was actually true that people were attempting, some military officers were attempting to topple the federal government, and well, people at the news, they were surprised that dilly-dallying, just making people think that nothing of such happened. At the end of the day, it happened, and now they pointed out Dimitri Silva, former governor. I think ex-minister. He was former governor of Bayelsa State, now an ex-minister. Now he is being fingered. He was fingered. Now they have been charged to court with some retired generals. Yes, and financier. Yes, and a retired general. Now, and some others.
Is Mr. Silva back in the country?
I don't think so.
It's been away.
Yes, let me just maybe he's been tried in absentia. Let me just go through the story here. And the federal government has filed a 13-count treason charge against 6 persons accused of involvement in a plot to overthrow the administration of President Bola Tinubu through a coup d'etat. Those listed as defendants in the charge lodged before the Federal High Court in Abuja are former Minister of State for Petroleum Resources under the late former President Muhammad Buhari Dimitri Silva, a retired Major General Mohammed Ibrahim Ghana, a retired Naval Captain Erasmus Ochegubia Victor, a serving police inspector Ahmed Ibrahim, and 3 others including Zekiri Umoru Buka Kashim Goni and Abdul Kadir Sani. Silva, who was former Bayelsa State Governor, was listed as a defendant in the case, though the court was told he was currently at large. Yes, that means
so they've now used that word for him now, at large. Initially, he said he would be willing to come back to the country to defend himself when this news broke. And then, like you said, Big Body, federal government initially did its best to make Nigerians believe that nothing of such happened. They said they called it a routine kind of an exercise. They said they were dealing with indiscipline in the service. That was what they said, until, well, maybe they realized that big names were involved, and then you cannot cover up smoke.